For centuries, werewolves, monsters, and things that generally go bump in the night were featured, but only in stories and in our dreams. Well, for the people of Gévaudan, this nightmare became all too true. For 3 years in the middle of the 18th century, right before the French Revolution, a ferocious wolf-like beast reportedly roamed the French countryside, mauling nearly 300 villagers, most of which were women and children. Local newspapers seized on the story and published terrifying accounts, dubbing the creature the Beast of Gévaudan. The first victim was a 14-year-old shepherdess named Jeanne Boulet, who lived in 1764. And unfortunately was found with her throat ripped out. A 15-year-old was found dead a month later. She managed to describe her attacker as a horrible beast before succumbing to her wounds. And more than 100 people had their chests and throats ripped out as news of the beast made international headlines. The dead body showed clear signs that something with sharp claws and teeth was responsible, while the press described a wolf-like animal with roosts set in black fur, a wide chest and large mouth, and very, very sharp teeth. It didn't take long for Dragoon leader Jean-Baptiste Duhamel to organize a 30,000 volunteer hunting party to find and kill the beast. And according to the Smithsonian, they offered a reward equivalent to a year's salary for ending the ghoulish beast's life. When that didn't work, King Louis XV sent his own bodyguards, Francois Antononi, down south to get the job done himself. In September 1765, Francois and his team finally killed a large wolf. They then returned to Versailles and received their reward from the king, and the attacks on Gévaudan ceased entirely, but only for a couple of months. And with every subsequent attack, the animal's description became more and more fantastical. Some accounts described it as a supernatural being that walked on its hind legs, while others say that it was more like a werewolf in the night. Fed up with losing loved ones amid a near constant state of terror, one of the local farmers took matters into his own hands. As the story goes, Jean Chastel wandered into the mountains, armed with a gun and a few silver bullets. He sat down and read the Bible, hoping that making himself an easy target would lure the beast from its lair. It worked, and soon enough the beast appeared. Chastel shot it, and later brought it to the king. Some accounts claim that the wolf's stomach was opened up and had human remains tumbling out. Historians have long debated what actually occurred on Gévaudan. Some argue it was merely mass hysteria and a pack of wild wolves, while others claim it was a lone rabid wolf, or maybe even an escaped lion that did the killings. Nonetheless, whatever was wreaking havoc on the French countryside will forever go down, no doubt, in history as a living nightmare and one of France's most terrifying true stories.